I was told the 737 jet hit the building, but we're down on the B1 level. We worked down there.
Horizons viewers.
The whole place filled up with smoke, and
we're
everybody's
diving
ears
into one of
popped.
the
It was
most
like
dramatic and
unbelievable. It was
mysterious
like
events in history. September 11th, 2001. The early morning calm between New York's skyscrapers was the calm before a storm the world would never forget. This silence wasn't just the prelude to a tragedy for America, it would change the world forever. The Twin Towers, symbols of global commerce, were about to vanish from history that very morning. In the early morning hours, Flight 11 crashed into the North Tower at high speed. People watching live on TV were in shock, many hoping it was just an accident. But minutes later, Flight 175 struck the South Tower. Denial was no longer possible. This was a planned, organized attack. But the story isn't explained by planes alone. Radar records show extraordinary deviations in the flight paths. Some pilot reports indicate these paths were far beyond normal flight plans. Was this attack purely the work of terrorists, or part of a deeper, more sinister plan? And the towers, slowly, symmetrically, collapsed at an incredible speed. Engineers say it's hard to explain the collapse by the plane impacts alone. Some argue that such a precise collapse would have been impossible without structural detonations. As a viewer, you can't help but ask, were the planes really the only cause? The third plane hit the Pentagon. The fourth, Flight 93, was brought down by the courageous resistance of its passengers in a Pennsylvania field. The flight paths, passenger bravery, and ultimate fate of these planes still hold unsolved mysteries. Immediately after the attacks, airspace was shut down, a state of emergency declared, and the media coverage was heavily restricted. Which reports and documents were hidden? Which details never reached the public eye? Even today, many questions remain unanswered. Some experts claim the attacks were known in advance. Others raise questions about the tower's collapse and the flight paths. The gap between official narratives and technical realities continues to fuel the mystery to this day. The Twin Towers were more than buildings. They left an indelible scar on humanity, a turning point in modern history, and an event still full of unresolved mysteries. Nearly 3,000 people lost their lives, thousands more were injured, and global security, diplomacy, and warfare were forever changed. Could such a massive attack really have been entirely unavoidable? Or are there still secrets we haven't uncovered? Perhaps we'll never know. But one thing is certain, September 11th, 2001, left a mark that will never fade from humanity's memory. Thank you for watching, liking, and commenting. Don't forget to subscribe to Unknown Horizons and turn on notifications. Stay tuned for more mysterious events and untold stories.